Hello, my name is Frank McNamara, and my presentation is on effective communication, conflicts in the workplace, and the working supervisor. Now, there are many possible communication roadblocks in any workplace, really. One of the main problems between workers can be seeing eye to eye. It can be their own personal baggage that they bring to the workplace. Maybe they had an argument with their spouse, or their kids aren't doing their homework, or they're falling on hard times. Whatever it might be can cause someone to come into work in an already bad mood. There's also the perception of fairness amongst the staff. Is somebody somebody's favorite? Is everybody pulling their own weight in the department? Am I doing more work than him? That's common complaints amongst staff. Seeing eye to eye, what can cause this adversity in the workplace? Well, there's different work ethics. People were brought up in a different way. Some people like to get all the work done right in the beginning and just reserve the end of the day for possible added work. Other people like to space out their efforts and work at a nice pace the entire time. Different personal backgrounds. If somebody's from a different area of the world, they might not do things the same way. They might have different outlooks, different age groups. Baby boomers are a lot different from millennials, as we have learned in this course over the last couple of months. People do things differently nowadays. We're more technology based now, as before you worked hard. It's work smarter, not harder. But working hard, there's nothing wrong with that either. You should be working hard, just in your own way. How can we overcome this adversity? That's where the working supervisor comes in really handy. He or she needs to learn about the staff on a personal level. Not that it needs to get out of hand, but they should know a few things about the staff. They're working side by side with them. They should be able to have conversations with them. What are their likes and dislikes? Maybe they share some hobbies together. Do they have any priorities? Do they need a specific break time? Do they have to take a medication? Do they have to eat at a certain time? Or are they having to make phone calls to their kids at home to check to make sure they got home from school? But at the end of the day, we're all on the same team with one goal. Personal baggage amongst staff. If somebody comes into work in a bad mood, there's going to be conflict. People aren't going to be in a good mood when other people aren't in a good mood. Tempers are going to be flaring. Patient wait times will increase. That's bad news for the whole department. Now, how can we overcome these personal differences? Why are there disagreements or arguments in the workplace? Well, generally people are not good at handling conflict. They don't know what to say, so they don't say anything. They just steam around and let it fester. But what the working supervisor does, he or she needs to address the problems in real time. He needs to remind the staff why we're there to care for these patients. They're the ones that are in need. They didn't choose to be there on that particular day. The staff members did. He or she also needs to be open to resolve the issues. Maybe somebody has a better way of doing something. Just because you're the working supervisor doesn't mean you're the end-all be-all. That's how people advance themselves. What about the perception of fairness amongst the staff? Is he or she pulling their weight? Is he or she someone's favorite? Are all workplace relationships strictly professional? Somebody's somebody else's best friend? That can cause conflicts. How can we create a positive perception amongst the staff? Well, the working supervisor needs to lead by example. He or she needs to be the ideal worker in the department. He or she should not live by the motto, do as I say, not as I do. It should be, follow me, I'll lead you. He or she needs to be clear, concise, translucent amongst all the staff, but most of all, he or she needs to be fair. Workplace conflicts will happen no matter what. We need to remember the goal. We need to address the problems in real time. We need to lead by example. We need to be open. We need to be fair amongst everybody. Otherwise, it's going to turn into a conflict zone, if you will. But if we can remember these ideas, remember that we're all here for the same thing, everything should work out and have a successful shift.